In this video, I'm going to be taking the viral quarantine Shopify dropshipping product that's made 7 figures in revenue, which is the automatic stirring coffee mug, and I'm going to be building a one-product Shopify dropshipping store around it, and then I'm going to be using Twitter influencers to promote the product, and then after 24 hours, I'm going to be showing you all the results. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Camille, known as the ECOM King, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an exclusive 24-hour challenge using Twitter influencer marketing to promote a viral 7-figure dropshipping quarantine product. Now, me and my business partner have been doing Twitter influencer marketing now for over a year, and in Q1 for Valentine's this year, we were able to sell a Valentine's Day product on Twitter influencer marketing and do $61,000 in revenue. You can see there, so it definitely shows that we know what we're doing, and not many other gurus, I don't think any other guru knows how to use Twitter influencer marketing. Now, I wanted to experiment and try and test this viral 7-figure dropshipping product that is the automatic stirring coffee mug, and I thought Twitter influencer marketing would do the best for this product. Now, the actual company that generated 7 figures in revenue with this product was doing Facebook ads with it. So then that brought me on to thinking about doing this 24-hour challenge. And in this 24-hour challenge, I'm going to be covering how I build the website for Twitter influencer marketing, because with Twitter influencer marketing, everything has to be done completely different. So when I show you everything today, you're going to be like, damn, everything's completely different when you try and do Twitter. So I'm going to be showing you how I build the one product store, how I optimize it, how I find Twitter influencers, how I message them, how I get responses from them, how I negotiate with them. I'm going to be showing you exactly how I find the video footage for Twitter influencer marketing. So that brings me on to the first point of this video, which is making the logo, building the website, and then showing you guys exactly what I came up with. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes trying to think of a brand name, build the website, put the time lapse up, and then come back with you guys with the results that I came with. Now, the reason why this took me so long to do is because when it comes to picking a brand name, making a logo, building the website, it has to be done so different to when you make a website for Facebook ads or Google ads. Now, as you can see on my phone screen right now, the logo and the brand name, so I've called it Quarantine Hacks with a Z. Now, I would have called it with an S instead, but obviously that domain name was taken, so I've called it Quarantine Hacks. Now, the reason why I've called it Quarantine Hacks is because when you advertise on Twitter, you can't come across as salesy, you can't come across as a brand. You have to come across as like giving people daily hacks, daily tips, entertainment. So Twitter's a totally different platform. Customers' behavior is totally different. So if you come across like you would on Facebook, trust me, it won't work. So if we go through the website, you can see on the shipping bar, I'll put 12,678 orders sold worldwide. Now I've done that to build trust with people so they know that it's legit. Obviously I've not sold that many, but it's just a statement to get trust across. And then in the right hand side, you can see got the currency there. And if you change the currency, it's not just a currency converter. If they change the currency to, let's say, British pounds, when they check out, they'll actually check out in British pounds. Now, when you use apps like Best Currency Converter Pro, it does change the currency on the website, as you can see there. I've actually got it on here, but when they check out, it actually goes back to US dollars. So by me adding that in the top right, when they check out, they can check out in their actual local currency as well, which is very, very important for conversion rates. And then if we move on to the home screen, you can see it says make quarantine easy. We are an e-commerce brand with a goal to make your life easy during quarantine. Again, it's me coming across as a friendly daily hack kind of brand and not a salesy brand. And then instead of saying shop now, I put make life easy. And again, I can't emphasize this enough, you can't come across as hard selling on Twitter. It just won't work. So if you put shop now, it can put them off. So me by saying make life easier, it's me downselling it a lot easier, and it's a lot less salesy. And then if we scroll down, I've actually called the name of the product Lazy Quarantine Mug. That's what I've actually called it. And then you can see I've got the star reviews there from Luke's in gold. And then if you scroll down, you can see I've got it in British pounds because the Best Currency Converter Pro, but I'm actually selling this for $22.99. That's the kind of price I'm going for. And then the comparison price is $32.99. And then you can see there, you've got the different colors on the drop down menu. And then you can see I've got 5 to 6 images of the product. That way they're very enticing and they're very high quality. Then you can see when we scroll down, the buy now button or the add to cart button actually says limited stock. That way when people go on there, it's going to encourage them to buy it because they're scared that they're going to lose out on it. And then you can see I put the hazard emoji at the end to really get people going. Now I don't normally add emojis into the limited stock button, but because with Twitter audience behavior, people that go on Twitter love emojis. So when they see emojis on other websites or other pages, they can relate to it a lot more. So that's why I've gone very emoji intense on this website. Then if we scroll down, you can see there's an actual video of the product here, and you can see when I play it, it actually shows a woman unpackaging it. And again, it's not a very high quality video, it's actually a really low resolution video. So let me put that on the big screen and show you. You can see it's a very like 720 1080p video. It's not very cinematic, it doesn't look amazing. It just shows the woman receiving the cup when it comes in the packaging, because this product actually comes in a very nice packaging, and it just shows her unboxing it and then eventually using it to make a cup of coffee, and it stirs itself. Now the reason why I've not gone out there and used a very high quality video, which I could have got, is because it won't work well. And again, I'll be showing you this when I get the video footage for the influencer. The key to Twitter influencer success is by using raw images, raw videos, because people want to have a real life feel to it. So that's why I've got that video there. It shows the unboxing, which people want to know about, and it also shows it raw in the flesh, no cinematic, no expensive video, just raw in the flesh, and that's what people want. And then the product description says this mug has been specially designed to auto mix coffee, milk, grain, and so much more. Just press the button on the handle and it will start stirring immediately. Great for quarantining. So I've made it very clear there that this product is great for people that are at home doing quarantining. And then I put the specifications like the sizes, what power it has, all those boring things that some people want to know about. And then I put other important notices, things like how you should clean it, how it shouldn't be put in the microwave. And then I've shown other really high quality Pinterest photos of the product that look really, really nice and very, very professional. And then you can see with the trust badges, I put award-winning coffee mug, free track shipping, 12,678 sold worldwide, 99.7 customer satisfaction. And then in the footer, I put about us, we are the e-commerce brand so and so, then my email, then the quick links, then I put the social media to the Twitter page, and then it's got the shop payments at the bottom. And if we look in the menu bar, you can see it says shop lazy coffee mug, and again shop lazy quarantine mug, and then I put a coffee emoji in the actual title. And again, people on Twitter love emojis, so it's a lot easier for them to relate to it. Now, if we actually go to the product page itself, you can see when I scroll down again, I've actually got the quantity breaks. Now, I want to make something very, very clear. Now, the quantity break says buy one for your partner and save money. Now, the reason why I've actually put that in the quantity break header is because I'm actually going to try and appeal this product to relationships, couples, because I feel like that's what's going to work the best. And with Twitter influencer marketing, the best industries for Twitter are relationships, goals, goal setting. Those kind of industries work the best. Now, in my opinion, the relationship industry is by far the best on Twitter, so that's why I'm trying to appeal this product in a relationship form of matter. That way I'm going to get the best results, and that's why I put buy one for your partner and save money. So buy one for yourself, but also buy one for your boyfriend and girlfriend. That way I can increase the average order value and make more money. And then the only thing different on the product page is actually the Luke's reviews at the bottom. So you can see here I've got lots of different reviews of the product. I've got around about 12 reviews of the product. So that's pretty much it for the website. Very clean, very simple. In terms of the color scheme, you can see my logo is in like that light blue baby color and then that orangey color, and that's just from the actual logo itself. The logo actual symbol, if I zoom in there, is somebody in bed having a cup of coffee. So I thought that was really, really clever, and I think that was a very good branding logo. Now, a lot of people are going to say that logo is crap, but at the end of the day, that logo will do the best for Twitter, because again, people on Twitter are not too serious. They don't care about big brands. They just want something that's entertaining and actually serves a purpose, like life hacks and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the website, guys. Now I want to move on to actually finding the video content for this product that I can use for Twitter. Now let's move on to part 2 of this video, which is me finding the video content for our Twitter influencers. And you're probably thinking, Cam, you've gone a step ahead. You've not even found an influencer yet to even send the video to. Now, with Twitter influencer marketing, you have to approach it totally different. It's always a good idea to find your video first and your ad copy with the video. Now, the reason why that is the best suited case is because when you message these influencers on Twitter, they will reply to you saying, look, I want to see your video first, I want to see your picture first, or I want to see your ad copy first. Now, the reason why they want to see that is to see if it fits in with their audience and if it fits in as them. Because when Twitter influencers post on their page, it has to look like they're the ones in the video or they're the ones in the photo, because if it isn't, then it just won't work. So I'm on TikTok right now, as you can see on the screen. Now, the reason why TikTok is the best platform to find video content for Twitter influencer marketing is because with TikTok, the video footage is very, very raw, which means it's not been highly edited. It's not there to look amazing. It's not there to look cinematic. It's just real life in the flesh, raw. And that's what does the best on Twitter. With Twitter, it's not about looking fancy, looking amazing. It's just about looking like you do in real life, in a real life scenario. So what I do is I go to TikTok and then I go to the search bar and then I search for the product name, which is automatic stir mug, and you can see loads of different videos are coming up. So if I click on a video, I just want to show you quickly what it looks like with a TikTok post, and you can see person point of view showing somebody with a time lapse of them using the product. And again, you can tell that this footage is nowhere near the same as what it looks like when you advertise on Facebook. So again, if I show you this video right now, you will not see an ad like this on Facebook. It just wouldn't work. So you can see the difference in terms of video styles. But again, this video style is what actually works the best on Twitter influencers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through some of these videos and try and find a video that fits my kind of mark the most. And again, my mark that I'm looking for is relationship kind of aspect around this product, which is maybe somebody giving this cup to their boyfriend to use at home. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go through loads of these different videos because I need to listen to the video first and I need to work out what's being said in the video, so then I can work out if I feel like this is the perfect video for my influencer marketing page. Found this video what I feel like will work the best. Now, they've got a sticker on the top of the video saying self-stirring mug, and then in the description it says got my wife a self-stirring mug. So again, it fits that relationship, a guy giving his girl that mug as a present. And if you play the video, it shows her using it. And it shows her being really excited about it. You can hear her screaming in the background, and then it says to, and then she says it sounds like it's an airplane taking off. So it really fits what I'm looking for really well. Number one, it covers a relationship kind of niche. Number two, it makes her sound very excited in the background, and that's what I feel will work the best for my Twitter influencer marketing campaign. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this video very quickly. Now, the only thing that I need to edit on this video is just replacing the TikTok watermark with my logo watermark, and that's pretty much it. Now, when it comes to TikTok videos to use on Twitter, you don't want to make them look flashy. You don't want to add loads of text on there. The plainer the video is, the more raw it looks, the better it will do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the time lapse, show you exactly what I do, and then we're going to go on Twitter and find some influencers. Part 3 of the challenge, which is me going out there and finding Twitter influencers for my product and my website. And I'm going to be showing you now exactly how I message them, showing you exactly what DM template that I use, showing you tips that you can use to actually get replies off them really fast, maybe instantly, and then me showing you exactly how to set up your profile and also negotiating with the influencers. So the profile setup is very simple. You can see it on the screen here. You want to call your page the same as your website name, which is Quarantine Hacks, and then I put the bio as the same as the About Us on the website, which is we are an e-commerce brand with a goal to make your life easy during quarantine. Again, don't come across salesy, keep it short and sweet. I put my website link in there. I've used a cover photo, and the cover photo is a picture of a woman in a lifestyle photo using it standing up, and then the logo is a symbol of my logo, which is obviously somebody sitting in bed with a coffee, which I feel like is really good, and it fits Twitter perfectly. Now, before we actually get on to messaging these influencers and finding them, I want to cover something that's very important that you need to know, which is Twitter is totally different to Instagram. With Instagram, yes, you need to find influencers with lots of followers, good engagement rates. Twitter is totally different. You can find Twitter influencers with 4,000, 3,000 followers and still make loads of money, because the key to Twitter success is retweets. Retweets is what will make your product blow up on Twitter and make you lots of money. That's how we were able to do 64,000 during Valentine's Day. We used small influencers on Twitter that had loads of retweets, and that's what worked well. Now, if you don't understand the moment, it will make a lot more sense when I show you this, when I actually message people live. Now let me show you how I'm going to find some influencers on Twitter. Now you just want to go to the search bar and you want to search for things like couples. So I'm going to search for things like couples, and you can see couple goals comes up, and then you can sort it by top, latest, people, photos, videos. So what I'd always recommend changing it to is top, and then you want to scroll down and you can see there's a page called Bay Goals, and if you go on that page, they've got 242,000 followers, and if you scroll down you can see they get loads of retweets. Now the retweet is the icon with the arrows going across around. That's the retweet, and that's the most important aspect that we're looking for when finding influencers. So if we scroll down and look at some other tweets that they've done, you can see that I'm trying to find some more. So here's another one that they've done, and you can see the retweet is at 650. The one at the top was on like 8,000, so you can see the 8,000. Now you're looking for actual influencers that have been able to hit 3,000 retweets before. So this page has already hit 3,000 retweets before. Then we want to look for consistent 500 retweet tweets. So if we scroll down, you can see that post that I showed you a minute ago, that one got 600, that one got 700, that one's getting 600. So they're consistently getting at least 500 retweets. Now, not every tweet that these influencers will post will go viral, and again, a viral tweet is something that gets 3,000 retweets. So if they're getting at least 500 tweets on each post, it means that they're successful and they're consistent on Twitter. Now what we can go ahead and do is actually message this influencer on Twitter and ask them if they actually do paid promotions. Now a lot of influencers will put in their bios if they do paid promotions, a lot of them won't. Now the reason why a lot of them won't actually put in their bio they do paid promotions is because it's actually against Twitter policies to give out paid promotions for tweets. So some of them won't put it in their bio because they don't want to get banned. So that's why don't be closed-minded. Again, this person doesn't say anything about in their bio about them doing paid promotions, but that could be because they don't want to get their account banned by stating it in public. So let's just message them and see if they get back to us. Now I want to cover you guys the Twitter influencer DM template that I use, which is, hi, I want to run a promo with you. Can you please let me know what your rate is for permanent RT? RT stands for retweet. Now some influencers won't actually post the actual video that you want them to promote on their page. They might only retweet another influencer you use's video instead. So do understand that. Then you want to ask them about a quoted tweet, which is basically them quoting the tweet. Then you want to ask about, can they actually post it on their actual actual page. Now, in terms of pricing structure, you're looking at between $10 and $50. So it's actually really cheap on Twitter to actually do influencer marketing. Now, let me go over the actual structure of how this works and how you want to lay it out. Now, number one, you want somebody to actually post the video on their actual page, and then you want to find 2 other people to retweet that influencer's post, which is obviously your video. That way it's going to get better exposure and it has more of a chance of going viral. So that's how you want to structure it. Again, you want one person to put it on their page, and then you want to try and find 2 other influencers to retweet it so it goes on their page as a retweet, and then it gets the viral effect. So that's the best way you can structure a influencer marketing campaign on Twitter. Now, what you want to do is you want to message the influencer by clicking the little mail icon, and then it should take you to a page like this. You just want to paste it, and then you just want to send it. Now, you're probably thinking the actual DM template is so unprofessional. Again, with Twitter, it's not a professional platform. You can get away with just chit-chatting like a normal person and not like a brand, and trust me, that will work. Now, another way to get them to reply really quick, because the replying times can be between 24 and 72 hours. So now let me show you a trick of getting the influencer's attention really quick so you don't have to wait a day or 2 days to get a response from them. So what you want to do is you want to tweet them by hitting the little blue icon in the bottom right, and then think of it tweeting them as a public news post on Facebook. So you know how you can post on people's timelines on Facebook? Think of it like this on Twitter. Now, what you want to do is you want to write this exact message that I pasted, which is check your DMs for a business inquiry, thanks. That way they will receive that instantly. They will see that come up on their notifications, so they'll read that and then think, okay, let me check my messages, and then they'll check the messages, see what you've sent them, then they'll reply to you. So guys, now I've messaged my first influencer. I want to try and find more influencers, because at the end of the day, I don't want to just message one, because the likelihood of them getting back to me is a lot lower than me messaging 100. So by finding more pages, I can scroll down and I can either look at people that they retweet. So a good way of doing this is by looking at people that they retweet. So you can see here that they've retweeted this girl's tweet here, and you can see her name's Jessica Cates, and you can see you want to scroll down and you want to try and find other people that they've retweeted that have had success. So if we look at this Nicole woman, you can see she's only got 33 followers. Now, I do recommend actually messaging people with at least 3,000 followers on Twitter. So we can scroll it down again and try and look for some more people that they've retweeted. At the moment, I can't see any others. Now, the other way you can do it is by going to where it says who to follow, and these are pages that are related to theirs, and you can click show more and it will come up with ones that are similar. And you can see here this one that says girl hacks, and you can see this one's got 125,000 and their pinned tweet has only had 20 retweets, and it doesn't look like they're actually a successful Twitter page. So you can see actually this page is really bad. They've not even had 3,000 retweets before. So to be honest with you, I think that's a fake page. So you want to go back, and you can go back to the search bar again and search for different search terms, type in relationship goals, and you can see it's come up there. Then I want to go to the top one, and you can see here there's a page called relationship goals. They've got 34,000 followers, and you can see that they've had retweets with 198, 733, 292. To be fair, it's a bit mediocre. I don't think they're the best, so I want to go back and try and find somebody else. You can see here this girl's post something about relationships. Again, she's not got a very successful page, so I'm going to go back and then I'm going to go through some other ones that are on here, and you can see this girl's had 490 retweets, which is decent. You can see she's had 649 followers, and to be fair, I think she could be quite a good one if we go through her retweets and her tweets. To be fair, actually no, she's not that good, so I'm going to go back. And basically that's what you want to do. You just want to go through loads of different profiles related to those search terms. And again, if I go to this girl's Twitter here, I want to look at who she's tweeted. You can see she's retweeted a page called Gop Massey, and you can see this one's not very successful either. So I'm going to go back and try and find other people related to her. So you can see this page here has 2,600, and you can see that the retweets are not very successful on that one either. So I'm going to want to go to another person that's on her page, and again, this one isn't very successful either. So I'm going to go to her show more, and then I'm going to try and find some more. And again, guys, you're probably watching me now and thinking, man, that seems like a lot of effort. It seems like it's very time consuming to find good pages. But as soon as you find one good page, that is it. It'll be related page. That's always going to be good and good and good and good and good. So guys, after roughly around about half an hour, I found a person from going through loads of different people's followers, and I found this girl called Avocado Thotti, and she's got 146,000 followers, and she's been getting some very successful Twitter posts. You can see here 4,900 retweets on that one, and you can see if you just go through her actual timeline, she's a consistent successful Twitter Twitter influencer, which is what we're looking for. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to message her our template, which is, hi, can I run a promotion with you? And then obviously I'm going to want to tweet her by saying, look, check your DMs. But what I meant to you guys before is, once you find one good page like hers, when you go to her following, it's going to give you loads of other really good pages. So now that this one's come up, this one's got 108,000, and you can see as well, this page here is actually again another really good page. And then if we go back and look at some other pages that are related to that page, this one's got 79,000 followers, and again, this page has a very successful retweets and tweets. So again, like I said to you, once you find one actual good page, it will relate loads of other really good successful pages to you. You can see this one's got 29,000. You can see she's been getting 782 retweets. She's been retweeting other successful people. So you can see this person's very successful. If I go on there, this one's been blocked by the looks of things. But if I actually go onto this page again, you can see that this girl's had a successful tweet, and you can see she's only got 6,000 followers, yet she's had a viral tweet before. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm not going to waste your time watching me do this for ages, because this is going to take me a few hours to do. So I'm going to roll the time lapse, and then I'm going to come back to you guys with some responses and whatnot. After messaging roughly between 70 and 80 influencers on Twitter, I've actually got some really good responses. I've actually paid a few influencers for the post later on today. Now what I want to do is I want to share with you guys how the chat looks like, how the responses work, so you guys can get educated on the Twitter influencer marketing too. So this woman here, the one that had 6,000 followers and a viral tweet, got back to me and said a specific tweet will cost me $25, a threaded tweet will cost me $15. A specific tweet is obviously a tweet on her page. A threaded tweet is where she'll put a link to the website in one of the old tweets that have gone viral, which I don't actually recommend because they don't actually do that well from past trial and error. Then she put, these are not permanent, by the way. So a lot of Twitter influencers will say, look, these are not permanent, they will only last for 24 hours, then they'll take it off their page. So do bear that in mind. And then I put, hey, $20 for a tweet. She put, for 24 hours that will work. So I've negotiated with her, instead of paying her $25, I'll pay her $20. So straight away I saved myself $5 right there. And then I asked her, how much is a RT? Will she do a retweet for $10? Because let's say I find a different influencer that will do a page tweet for $15, but she's got better results than this woman. I might only want to use this woman as a retweet instead of a page tweet. So it's always good to ask for, how can you negotiate on the RT, which is the retweet, just in case that you find a different influencer that is better than this one for the actual page post instead. Then she said that, look, if I do an actual tweet myself, it does a lot better than me retweeting somebody else's post. Then she put, whatever I'm thinking is fine. So whether I pick to do a retweet or a page tweet with her, she's happy to do that. Then I put, let's do a page post for $20. And then she put, okay, just heads up, it's not permanent, only 24 hours, but usually that still does well. Then I put, that's cool, thanks, what's your PayPal email? And then she said, can you pay through this Cash App instead? Which I kind of said, no, I'm not doing that. I want to pay through PayPal. Always pay through PayPal, and always pay through goods and services, so you're protected. Sometimes you'll have to pay the influencer an extra $5 or an extra $10, because obviously it'll take a fee if you pay through goods and services. So do let them know that. So guys, then she said to me, look, can you send me the bio you want to put with the video and the video itself? And this is the bio that I actually want her to use on the video, which is, laugh my ass off, my boyfriend bought me this mug and it just made my life 10 times easier because I'm lazy. Now that is a very good caption to use on Twitter influencers. Now when you're making captions for these Twitter influencers to post, you must speak from their point of view, because again, it has to look like they're the ones actually with this product in the video, because if they're not, then this will not be successful, because Twitter is all about being personal, a personal touch, her hacks, her daily hacks, stuff like that. So that's why it's so powerful. And again, when other girls read that, they're going to think, damn, that's really cool, I need one of those too. So that's why it's so powerful. Then she asked for the video of the promo, because she wants to see what the video looks like for the product, to see if it fits her audience and if she could get away of pretending like it's her video and her in the video. And that's what I said to you guys before. This is why you must get the video before you message influencers, because they will ask for it before agreeing to do the promo. Once I sent her the video, she said, look, I don't have a boyfriend, but that's fine. And then she put laugh my ass off. So again, like I said, she looked at that video and thought straight away she hasn't got a boyfriend. Her audience don't know she has a boyfriend, or they don't think she has a boyfriend, so it might not work because people might not think, oh, that's her. So that's what she said. And then I put, should I change the video style to fit her better? She put, no, that's fine, won't make that much of a difference, she doesn't think. Then she wanted to see the link of the product page. Now the reason why they want to see the link of your product page is to see, number one, to see if it fits their audience okay, to see if it's not too salesy, because like I said to you before, Twitter doesn't work when you're salesy. So they just want to make sure that your website fits them perfectly, so they won't get any backlash off their followers saying, look, why are you promoting such a salesy website? So they actually check your website for you to make sure that it actually fits their criteria. Another thing is they want to actually have your website so they can post it in the thread of their tweet. Now the thread is like the actual comment section on Facebook. So you know when you post on Facebook, you can comment. The thread is basically like that. And what they do is they post a link of your description, of your product description or your product page in the thread, so that people can go out there and buy your product. Because at the end of the day, they won't put it in the main tweet because it comes across too salesy. And if a tweet comes across too salesy, it won't get any retweets, it won't get any likes, and it won't get any shares. So that's why they put it in the thread. Now I want to show you a chat with a different influencer on Twitter, because this influencer isn't going to do the page post, because the other one that I showed you a minute ago is doing the main page post for the actual promotion. This influencer is going to do the retweeting, which means she'll retweet the actual post of the other influencer so it shows on her page, so then it gets more likes and shares. So this is the retweet purpose and structure. Remember, like I said to you guys before, you always want somebody to do the page post and then you want two other influencers to do a retweet. So this is one of the people that are going to do the retweet, and I kind of messaged her the same. The response was pretty much the same, and then I just said to her, look, what would work best? She says, to be fair, the retweet would do the best. And then we came to an agreement of £20 for a retweet, and she just said, let me know when's best to do the retweet. So when you pay another influencer to do a retweet on another page, you must tell them the time that it's going to go live. You must tell them the link to the page so they can go on there and retweet it straight away, because you want the other influencers to retweet the main post as quick as you can, because that way it will get momentum. So we agreed on £20. Now the reason why this one was more expensive is because she had a bigger following and she had more track history of viral tweets. So guys, this is the third influencer that I messaged and I paid and I got responses from that I want to show you. Now again, this influencer is acting as the retweet influencer, not the page post influencer. And you can see I put how much for an RT, 24 hours. She put £15, and then she put, actually I'll do it for £12 because I didn't respond to her straight away. Then I put, can I see your stats? Now sometimes it is worth looking at the stats of a page to make sure that they've got some decent stats. So I did ask for those and I read them, and she actually had some really good stats, and for £12 that's honestly a bargain for a retweet. So guys, now where I'm currently at is I've got the main post influencer who's going to actually do the post on her page, and then I've got those two influencers that are going to retweet it to actually get the retweets up on the main post so it goes viral, gets lots of traction, and then hopefully the sales will come through. Now obviously it's going to get loads more retweets from their followers and then their followers, but you want three main influencers basically working on getting the production out there and to promote it. And again, I want to recap that the first person that I showed you on message is doing the main post, then the other two ladies are doing the retweet because they're other influencers that can encourage more retweets, and then hopefully I should get some sales from that. So what I'm going to do now guys is I'm going to wait 24 hours because they are going to be posting that in around about 2 hours time from now. I think it's 1 hour and 15 minutes from now that the first influencer will do the page post, and then the other two will just retweet it. So what I'll do from then is I'll wait 24 hours and then I'll record myself again and show you guys the results. these are the results. Now the results are very, very impressive. So if you look at today we've actually only done one order, which is $22.99. But if we look at yesterday when the post went live, and if you look at the graph on the screen, between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, that's when things did absolutely amazing. And remember, I did the Twitter post at 7 o'clock GMT time, but 2 p.m. EST time. But obviously 2 p.m. EST time is 7 p.m. GMT time. And you can see on the graph there, we did $367 in revenue, which was 10 orders. And you can see on the graph there, it spiked the first 3 hours of the Twitter post going live. Now, yes, we did have 10 orders, but we had a lot of people ordering in bulk. So some people were ordering 2 cups, some people were ordering 3 cups. And like I said to you guys before, it's very important that I did add that quantity break, because I did know people were going to buy one for their boyfriend or their girlfriend. And you can see the first 3 hours is when things went absolutely amazing. Now, if you saw before this part of the video, I even showed the live screen bar of the add to carts and stuff. Honestly, as soon as that post went live, it started to take off. I had the influencer message me saying, this tweet's doing very, very good. It's doing really, really good. You should be proud of the Twitter post. Now, something else that I did, guys, is I actually spent more money on Twitter influencers. So I actually reinvested the profit that I made within the first like 10 minutes, 20 minutes into basically boosting the post with another influencer. So I'll put that on the screen. So I paid that influencer $15 for a 2-hour post. And the reason why I did that is because I really wanted to boost this Twitter post. And I thought if I reinvest the profit that I make straight away, it's going to help me get the results that I want, which it obviously did. So that's a good tip that I'm going to give you guys. When you're doing this, you always want to reinvest the profit into paying for more influencers to either shout out or to obviously tweet it. That way you're going to get better compound results. And obviously it led us to making roughly around about $390, which brings me on to the 24-hour profit and loss sheet, or the net profit sheet. Now, the cost of goods cost me $119. The marketing cost me $80. So I spent money on 4 influencers, which totaled $80. If we look at the Shopify transaction fees, which is 2.2% and a 20-cent fee per transaction, that roughly works out at $10. The domain name cost me $14.99. Taxes would have been $74. Now, taxes in the UK is 19% corporation tax. But in terms of all the expenses, if you actually put all the expenses into that, they are classed as taxable expenses, which means I actually paid 0 in tax, because all the expenses like marketing, I can deduct that from my tax. So the actual net profit for yesterday during this whole challenge, which is a 24-hour challenge, this 24-hour challenge did $166 in net profit. So that's money that I can put in my bank and keep. It doesn't have to go to the tax man. It doesn't have to go to marketing. That is my go home pay. So I was able to make yesterday $166 from a brand new store and doing a Twitter post. Now that is very, very impressive. If you compare that to Facebook ads, you're not going to get those kind of results that quick. Now, in terms of how I can scale this, I can reinvest all the profit back into working with more influencers, bigger influencers, a lot more. Remember, this was just from 4 influencers. I could potentially work with another 10 or maybe another 5 really big ones. So that could be the long-term way I'll go from this. But that just shows that this product is very, very good. It shows that it still has the power with it. And it shows that Twitter is a very untapped place to make a lot of money. But that's pretty much it for the challenge, guys. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram, because I always post like story news feeds about me doing challenges behind the scenes. I always post behind the scenes of the challenges. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, because you'll get lots of fun tips and hacks from there as well. But let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of the 24-hour challenge, and let me know what you want to see next in the 24-hour challenge.